Hello, my loves. Come sit close. Grab your tea. Get comfy. Today I'm spilling the beans on the biggest secret I kept for 40 years. The prank war. I ran on my own family. It all started innocently. My oldest boy Tommy was 10. He thought he was so clever. Snuck my favorite slippers into the freezer overnight. Next morning I opened the freezer, saw my slippers looking like frozen bricks, and instead of yelling, I grinned like a Cheshire cat. I said to myself, "Oh honey, game on." The very next day, I woke up at dawn, popped popcorn kernels into his cereal box, poured milk. When he wasn't looking, he took one bite and pop, pop, pop. Popcorn flew everywhere, like a fireworks show gone wrong. Kernels stuck to the ceiling. Milk splashed on the wall. Tommy screamed, "MOM," like I'd set off a bomb. I just sat there calmly sipping my tea and said, "Who wants popcorn for breakfast? It's healthy." My daughter Lisa laughed so hard, she snorted milk out her nose. My husband looked up from his newspaper, shook his head, and said, "You two are going to give me a heart attack from laughing." That was the day. The whole family knew. Mama doesn't lose prank wars. Have you ever taken a tiny joke and turned it into a 40-year family tradition? I did, and it kept us laughing, hugging, and coming back home for more. But every prank had a little secret reason behind it. Stay with me. The early years are coming, and they're full of chaos, giggles, and a few spills. Tommy and Lisa were merciless at first. Lisa once swapped my sugar with salt. I took one sip of tea, made the most dramatic face in history, and said, "Today's tea has a gourmet twist." She giggled so hard, she fell off her chair and rolled on the floor. My revenge? Blue food coloring in her shampoo bottle. She came out of the bathroom, looking like a Smurf, bright blue hair, screaming "Grandma" at the top of her lungs. I ran, shuffled fast around the kitchen island, while she chased me, both of us laughing, until we couldn't breathe. Years later, when Lisa was 25, and brought her first serious boyfriend home for dinner, I accidentally left a framed photo of her blue hair phase on the coffee table. She turned redder than a tomato. The boyfriend laughed for a solid 10 minutes straight. Lisa leaned over and hissed, "You're evil, Mom." I just winked and said, "Welcome to the family, sweetheart. We don't do boring here." He proposed 6 months later. Said he loved a girl who could survive a prank like that. Tommy tried plastic bugs in my bed. I let out a fake scream, then put plastic wrap over his toilet seat the next morning. He sat down. Splash. He came running out in his pajamas yelling, with water dripping everywhere. The whole house laughed for days. Even the dog barked, like he was in on it. Every holiday was a battlefield. Whoopee cushions under chairs at Thanksgiving, fake spiders in birthday gift boxes, switching salt and sugar at Christmas dinner. I once replaced all the Christmas lights with disco bulbs. The tree flashed like a nightclub. My husband walked in, blinked, and said, "Are we hosting a rave or Christmas?" Have you ever laughed until your stomach hurt with the people you love most? That's what I lived for. But as they grew up and life got busy, the pranks slowed down. And that's when the real reason behind every silly trick started to show. The deeper truth, and why I could never stop, is coming next. The truth is, I was terrified of losing them to life. After my husband passed, I watched how fast families drift. Jobs, cities, babies, schedules. Suddenly you're lucky to get a phone call once a month. I didn't want us to become polite strangers who only meet at weddings and funerals. So every prank was my way of saying, I'm still here. I still see you. I still want to make you laugh. Even when they were adults, with kids of their own, I kept it going. Mailed fake lottery tickets to their new houses. Put googly eyes on every grocery item. When they visited, hid their car keys in the freezer again. One Easter, my grandson Max, 10 years old, tried to prank me back. He plastic wrapped the toilet seat in the guest bathroom. I walked in, saw it, pretended to slip in slow motion, yelling, "Mux!" like I was falling into a black hole. He ran in terrified. I sat up laughing so hard, tears streamed down my face. He hugged me tight and said, "Grim, you're the prank champion of the world." That hug, worth every silly trick I ever pulled in my life. Have you ever done something silly over and over, just to keep the people you love from drifting away? I did it for 40 years, but as I got older, the pranks got harder. My body slowed down, and that's when they started to see the love behind every joke. The later years, when Mama couldn't run anymore, are coming. It gets tender here. My hands trembled more. Knees ached. I couldn't chase them with water balloons or sprint away from their revenge attacks. The pranks became smaller, switching phone wallpapers to embarrassing baby photos, putting googly eyes on their laptops, mailing fake parking tickets to their new addresses. They still laughed, but I saw worry in their eyes. "Mom, take it easy. Don't overdo it." I'd smile and say, "If I stop pranking, you'll forget to visit me." But inside, I knew time was running out. I started slipping little notes inside the prank envelopes. "I love you more than any joke. Thanks for laughing with me all these years. Keep the war going when I'm gone, even if it's just a whoopee cushion." My last big prank, I filled their entire car with balloons. When they came for Christmas, they opened the door. Balloons exploded everywhere. My grandson yelled, "Grandma strikes again." I sat on the porch laughing until I coughed too hard and had to sit down. They rushed over, worried. My daughter hugged me and whispered, "You're still the queen." That moment, I knew they understood. Have you ever tried to keep the joy alive, even when your body was saying stop? I tried with everything I had. The day I left, and what they found after. That's the part that will touch you deepest. The end is coming, and it's full of love and laughter. I passed quietly one winter morning. My children came home. They cried. They laughed, remembering every prank. In my closet, they found a big box labeled Prankva Archives. Open when I'm gone. Inside, 40 years of notes, photos of their shocked faces, fake lottery tickets, whoopee cushions, googly eyes, and a long handwritten letter from me. My dear ones, I started the pranks because I was scared of losing you to life. Every laugh was my way of saying, stay close. Don't stop laughing with each other. Keep the war going. Even without me, I'll be watching. And laughing too. They cried. Hugged. Promised to keep it alive. Have you ever realized? Someone loved you so much. They made you laugh. Just to keep you near? They did. The way they carried on the prank war. And the love it brought back. Is next. This is where it gets beautiful. Now, every family gathering has a prank. My grandchildren hide whoopee cushions under chairs. My daughter mails fake parking tickets. They laugh until they cry, just like we used to. They added my photo to the prank box with a note. Grandma's turn to judge. The house is still full of laughter, and every time they laugh, I'm there. Last Christmas, my great-grandson put a whoopee cushion under my daughter's chair. She sat down. Loud noise. Everyone screamed. She looked up at my photo and said, "Nice one, Mom." We all laughed so hard. We couldn't breathe. Then my grandson said, "Grandma would be proud." And we all cried a little. Happy tears. Have you ever felt someone's love, even after they're gone? I hope you do. My final words. What 80 years of laughing taught me are coming now. I learned. Laugh every single day, even when life feels heavy. It heals more than tears sometimes. Play. It keeps your heart young and your family glued together. Love loudly through jokes, hugs, silly moments, and yes, even a well-placed whoopee cushion. Never let life become too serious. A little prank can bring back the joy when nothing else can. And when you miss someone, laugh. They're laughing with you from somewhere. What silly thing could you do today to make someone you love smile? Do it. Right now. The gentle end. How the laughter continues forever is coming. 10 years later, the prank war is stronger than ever. Great-grandchildren hide my photo in funny places. They tell stories about Grandma the prank queen. The house rings with laughter again. My voice is gone, but the giggles live on. So laugh today. Pull a prank. Hug tight. Make memories that last longer than any sadness. I'm gone, but I'm still laughing. And I hope you are too. Forever. Thank you for spending these moments laughing and feeling with me. Red heart if you smiled at least once or laughed out loud. Speech balloon comment your favorite family prank, silly grandma moment, or something funny your family does. Subscribe. More grandma fun, heart, and laughs coming soon.